It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck!
Views and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Hello and welcome to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown. I'm trying to remember how you expand emails. I feel like I old now. Oh, I opened the wrong email.
What?
I opened the wrong email.
Happy Thursday, Sanjessica.
Hi, happy Thursday.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Now that we started there.
Yes. Oh, I had a little mini rant. I had like two little, one was a question and then one was a mini rant. I had the question that I was going to talk about, but then coming here, I saw something that you love to complain about. And for once, I agree with leaving. I guess like somebody said yesterday, now that one of us is leaving, we can't stop agreeing with each other.
Yeah.
So I encountered some traffic when I was coming here, and I was like, there's normally no traffic around this time. Like, what is happening? This man in like a, is it a note? The note is the small ones, right?
Right.
Broke down right at the beginning of the, beginning, end of the roundabout.
Right.
And he just sitting in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this big, strapping, grown
rusty man.
Get out and push your car.
At least pretend like you want to take it to the
Yeah, you know, and this is where me and Levin disagree. Open the hood and pretend that you're doing something.
To look for what? You've been to looking in the hood school?
To look for something. But he just sitting in the car. And I know he hot because the windows was screw up.
Yeah.
And he just sitting there, sir, move the car, like just push it. It's small.
Yeah.
I feel like, do men help men push anymore?
If you start pushing, naturally someone will help you. And I tell this to women all the time, if your car breaks down, come out of the car. If you just sit in the car, the only thing that you will be the beneficiary of is people's anger. If you stand on the outside of that car, right, there's a little skill to it. So you kind of open the door 3/4 pitch, and you put one foot on the ground.
Oh, jeez.
And you put one hand in your camber. That's how they know you're in distress. And you just look at the hood as if you're trying to figure out what miraculous thing is taking place. And watch how many people start to say, Debbie, you all right?
I pulled on the side of the road one time because I couldn't get my Bluetooth to sync to my car in a decent amount of time, and I cannot drive without listening to certain music. Mm-hmm. So I pulled on the side of the road to do that, and you'd be surprised how many people pull on the side to try and help me. Because they thought I'd broken down.
It's also good to be attractive.
Well, I was sitting in the car, how much attractiveness you could see.
I don't know, maybe you have from the neck up attractiveness, who knows?
Anyway, the other thing I wanted to ask about was, why do Bahamians love to like randomly complain to strangers?
Oh,
like this happened to me. And not just out of, like this happened to me like 3 times this week. Once I was in the food store and I was like getting a bag of potatoes, and the woman just was like, boy, groceries are so expensive these days. I do not want to have a conversation. I come for a bag of potatoes. That happened to me like 3 times. That don't happen to you?
It happens at the bar. Like sometimes you sit at the bar, you know, when I'm in my evening pamphlet handing out posture.
Yeah, keep up that lie.
You know, people sit there and then they want to talk to me about the budget.
That I could understand a little bit. But if me and you in the food store shopping, and then someone just look at, boy, the price is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
that
Like,
is-
what are you supposed to say to it?
Well, I don't know. That is bad, right? But I think that is just another one of the things that is happening in this country that I can't understand. Like the woman who run the red light stopped in the middle of the road after she run the red light. When I start moving today on the green light, she figure, I don't know what Island Luck was giving away. She figure she ain't missing it. She went to see Jesus to go get it. I mean, this Neanderthal.
Leave it. Don't do that to that lady.
Miss, you are now prepared to kill my children daddy, the woman in the car who I don't. You are about to at
Oh,
least.
you had tall fans in the car?
No, the woman who was in the car.
Oh, that car. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you can kill all of us for whatever. Then I say, well, maybe she's gonna not proceed anymore because she realized that she's caught in the middle of the road.
So what she stop in the middle of the road to do?
Because okay, she run the red light and she say, oh, I run the red light.
So she stopped. Okay, so she accidentally ran the light.
Hold on. Then when me and oncoming car who have green lights start moving, she decide, no man, y'all need to wait on me.
She can't just reverse, or the person behind her come that up.
No, obviously they told her Island Luck Centerville was on fire and they needed her to come throw a cup of water on it apparently. I don't know what was happening at 12 o'clock in the day. And then if that wasn't bad enough, there is a 3-inch hump. This woman in one little Japanese life or leaf. All I hear is rigadum bram about. I say, this, you know something? Let me leave from wherever this woman is.
I don't think Leaf is a Japanese car. Leaf is an electric car.
It's a life or something with an L.
Anyway, y'all, we have a full show for you guys today.
Stay away from woman in Centerville going to Island Luck.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Money.
Hello. Welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown, and before we get into everything that we have to talk about today, come on, Sandy. Is it me or the lighting look a little different today?
I don't know. I think you changed the color of your lips, so they changed the color of your cheeks, which now changed the way you looked. Yesterday you were nude. Day before yesterday you were nude.
Today it's like a little darker with a little pink in the middle.
They put this pink on you, so they decided they want to highlight the cheek and then put a little contour on the forehead, right?
And then the
So that they
lashes
could
are
stand
lashing again today.
Yeah, but then they also brighten the nose bridge, which now makes you look like a different person.
You used to drag at 90. No, we're just asking. You know much about contouring.
With Canoe, Bahamian businesses can
Oh, you
access
can read
their funds
now.
right at home.
Go on,
Enjoy
finish
faster
it.
payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe, explore Canoe's API and invoicing features, and get paid locally and internationally. You have to really be safe.
Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy, and Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow. And also, don't forget, if you're looking to unwind or detox, like I am, I'm trying to detox with some water.
Dine Gin?
No, if anything, it would have been vodka. Calm teas and a 14-day detox tea await you at herbalbeautysupplyconcepts.com. So that's herbalbeautysupplyconcepts.com, or give them a call at 818-7831. I cannot open my eyes. Someone say, Sonny, open it. My eyes are open.
Yeah.
That's it. That's unless I do this, and that will scare y'all.
I'm serious, you know. I listen to me. Woman is the greatest thing God ever put.
And that's how you know the contouring and stuff?
And
Someone asked, who you
not only
testify for
boujou,
today?
Not only boujou, but even love them down from head to foot bottom.
They would know who you testify for today.
What? I'm out of it.
Yesterday he was going fishing, and now today he looked like he going to court.
I'm finally out of regatta mode. I'm back
He
to
going to
work.
court.
So I'm back to work. Regatta is over. Praise the Lord. I've been delivered.
I only asked you the people say who you
Yeah, I'm
testify.
just back to work. This is my
Pauline say you look
really good
sharp. They love it.
stuff. Yeah.
Your favorite person, Anthony, say you have on all of your fabric today.
Yeah, in the event my house burned down, I
Yes.
need to go back home. That's what people say.
Sonny, your boy is dressed to impress. He looks nice today.
wanna
People
see
can't
this
even
one.
give you a compliment, man.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
So I saw a bishop today who said to say hello to you, by the way. I always like running into bishops. I ran into Bishop Hewlin Hanna.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. I know Hewlin Hanna and Hewlin Hanna Jr. Is Hewlin Hanna Jr. now a bishop?
No, I don't know Hewlin Hanna Jr. I know Bishop Hewlin Hanna.
I don't know. He have the name of his daddy. He might be a bishop. We saying junior, but juniors is be big grown man, you know.
Oh,
You was a junior.
That's why I don't let nobody call me Junior.
You was a big grown man, but you was a junior.
That's why I don't let nobody call me Junior. So,
Someone say casket ready. Y'all leave
so
me.
Bishop Hewlin Hanna sends his regards. I wanted to make sure I get that out of the way.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Hanna.
All right. well,
Okay, we can move on now. Now, usually I don't do this kind of thing unless it's a wanted poster for somebody who, you know, like murder, that kind of stuff. But this old thief put up that wanted poster.
Allegedly.
I'll go to, they'll arrest me for this one. It's no alleged. This
Yeah.
is a thief.
Yeah.
Been thiefing from he was born.
My Grammy said, from God make the day.
From God make the day he been thiefing. And I want people to see him. So y'all, when y'all see him, run. Go in the opposite direction. If you don't believe me, go on Facebook. You don't even need to go on Facebook. Go in your search bar on Google and type in his name.
Yeah.
You will see about 12 different people
Yeah.
posted him and there's stories about how he stole from them.
Yeah. Good thing he wasn't around when they crucified Christ because they wouldn't have no nail. At least he carried them.
He been stealing for, this man been stealing for 2 decades.
Yeah.
And his birthday is tomorrow. I hope he spent his birthday behind bars. If any of y'all know where Ronaldo Cartwright is,
Tell him stop
please,
thieving.
no, don't tell him stop thieving. Carry him to the police
Tell
station.
him Shanta's looking for him.
Tomorrow he will be 40. Let him spend his 40th birthday behind bars from stealing from people. The latest
That's
thing
probably why he had the thief this time. Because, you know, 40 is a big deal. You got to do something big.
that's not funny.
So he say, listen, I know I can get the money from. These people have money. I might as well just use their money to fix my body.
The last thing I saw on Facebook, he, let me say allegedly stole 14,000. So how he allegedly steals is he's bringing cars, right? He's bringing cars.
I don't know if you say
Allegedly. I think I'm gonna say allegedly.
I don't know if that meets the threshold.
Allegedly, he's bringing cars,
Sure.
and then he's taking money and never give you your car. You never get your vehicle, and you get to run around for forever.
Yeah.
And he's been doing, like I said, for me, come out of the womb, I am surprised that he's
still a thief.
You don't retire?
You say you don't lose your hand.
Anyway, so he wetting up the bar tomorrow. Hopefully not. Whoever know him,
Don't drink no beer from him. Brother, you may be
Carl?
accessory to a crime. He said, hey, you want one beer? No, I didn't even like beer. The beer, woo.
said, Sonny, he thief your money. Yes, he did. about 17 years ago. That's how I can tell y'all he been teething long.
You need to go to counseling for this.
Because I couldn't get my... Now, in my defense, I had to end up, my roomie had to save the day for me for that one, right? But, and it didn't end up being a lot of money. It was ended up being like $2,000 I ended up losing. I ended up get in the car, but I had to go clear it myself. It was a situation.
Yeah.
I was young. Like I said, this was like 17 years ago. I didn't know any better.
Yeah. You was one.
I didn't know any better. And when I went to the police station, the police let me say, Miss, I ain't gonna lie to you, about 10 people ahead of you with complaints from the same man. And if that was 17 years ago, and you still teething today, like at some point you retire,
It wasn't
babe.
getting any better because they looking for him the day before his birthday.
Anyway,
Ronaldo?
she is, Castro is right. Castro say for AC and car import, please do a search. I do agree. Please do. But remember now, this was back then. You couldn't, internet
Google
wasn't
wasn't
really
what it
a
was.
thing.
Google was what it
We ain't
was.
really had social media then. You couldn't blast people now. But now, I promise y'all, just put his name in your search bar. The first thing that come up was when a woman say she gave him 14 grand.
Yeah.
And she didn't see $1 back.
You talking foolishness? Google might be looking for him.
Anyway. Ronaldo, go turn yourself in.
Vim Palo, boy, the police is looking for you, eh?
Stop thieving from people.
That's right.
You know it is hard. If I give somebody 14 grand, I wasn't good in the police station. I would have been in the police station. ASU too. Because I see people is be on Facebook every day. Y'all putting these women in face up. And why does be the woman? Woman is teeth ASU look like.
Yeah.
And man is teeth the car money.
Well, I know one thing. For $14,000, I'm prepared to prone lie in your grass and to stay there. And to pee on myself even if I need to until you come home, my brother. Because the one thing I know about all criminals is they got to go visit their gal or go visit their ma.
Very
All
true.
criminals.
So you're going to go park up outside of the man.
Me and the Sharper Needle right on the side of one another.
For 14 grand, I was going to do the same.
I can tell you that.
Anyway, stop thieving. And if y'all see him, call the police.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on from that. So the BDF drill instructor back in problems again.
Yeah.
I
trust that by the end of this broadcast, we'll be able to call him the ex-BDF drill instructor. Because, they taking these kind of things that gives the force a black eye very seriously these days. And that the commander of the Defense Force, Floyd Moxie, only recently got the manpower up to 2,000, right? They've been trying to do that for 50 years. Well, tell you what, he got it up to 2,000 now, you know what I mean? It's high enough to start firing Negroes. And so, little Negro Abel Seaman, stand by for off-capsing, eh?
Well, this is the same Defense Force officer who was charged with, indecently assaulting a 21-year-old woman in August. Sorry. He was originally charged with sexually and physically abusing cadets.
Right.
I think we talked about this
Yes.
story, age 11
Sometime
through...
last year.
Yeah, 11 through 19 in 2025. Right. Well, now he's back before the courts accused of assaulting a 21-year-old woman on August 1st. And this while he's still out on bail for the first set of assault charges.
Yeah.
So he is suspended from duty now. Name him? Yashua?
And you got Jesus' name. Huh? How they name you after Jesus, boy? And when I joined the military,
Yashua Cox.
right? When I joined, every person in an Arabic-speaking country right now, they want to throw hot water on this fella. When I joined the military, we had people like Edon Green, Master at Arms, who couldn't wait for a Monday morning colors to dress this boy to the nines in his uniform. And all you would have seen is when the captain of Coral Harbor descends. And the captain would come out and take the dais, and he would read by decree, and he would hand it to the Master at Arms. And then they would fall him out. They would say, Abel Seaman, boy who named after Jesus, fall out.
His name is Yashua.
Yeshua.
No,
which is
Yeshua.
it's Yeremic 4. Jesus.
Yashua?
Yes.
I don't know if I
That's
believe
and
that.
matter of fact, Yeshua is the shortened version. It is Yeshua Hashem al-Malek something.
Don't try
I
it.
just prefer to call him Jesus, all right?
Okay, don't call this one Jesus.
Not this boy here. He's
Not
on
this
his way to the
boy.
calaboose.
He is in the calaboose. They denied bail.
I want them to speed him there. But right before they speed him there, there's a reason the commander carries a sword, It is for the cutting off of heads.
Okay.
So when you all fall him on that parade ground, I want it to be a Monday morning, and you fall him out. And I want him to need to wear a neck brace until he 38. When
What?
yeah, because they snatch your bread off you. They make sure you put it on nice and good and tight. And then the Master of Arms comes and says, according to section this
Well,
of the
they
Royal
say
Bahamas Defense
well,
Force,
they haven't said yet if he is. They
I want
say
them
he's suspended.
to
They haven't said
off-caps him on the parade ground. And if they take your rank from you, they just tear your rank off your shoulder.
I've never seen this. These
I'm
are things.
telling you this.
So they just yuck it off
Yeah,
you.
so they say, able woman and Jessica Brown, fall out. You fall out. Boom, boom, boom. You march to the Master of Arms. They say, able woman, ho, bam, you come to attention. They say, according to section XYZ of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Act, you found yourself in contradiction of A, B, C, D, and E. As a consequence of that, the Commander of the Defense Force no longer requires you. And as soon as Edon Green say no longer require, whop up!
You can let me get to you, man.
Your chin could touch the outside of your shoulder.
No, man,
You can't look left for a month.
Let me get to you.
No, sir. And then, depending on what rank you was at, they grab you by your lapel because you know they wear the ranks up here. And when they rip my brother, Edon Green was a man almost 6'11", 289 pounds.
Well,
You know how good he could tear a lapel off?
anyway, he's behind bars. He's innocent until proven guilty.
But the Commander of the Defense Force don't need your guilt or your innocence. The act allows the commander to simply no longer require your service.
Well,
And
maybe they'll take it off. Maybe the next story we hear will be the fact that he's an ex-Marine.
I want them pop the tread out these lapel yucking them off. That's what I want.
Okay.
All
All right. Anyway.
To boil up my pressure, any boy.
I didn't do nothing.
And they named this boy after Jesus. When I read this story, I say this boy named after Jesus.
It's the Cox, though. Yashua Cox. I don't know. I
He's
feel
a
like
Cox.
what I mean.
That mean he from Snow Corner.
Anyway, he in jail. That's where he is.
He's an Ackland's boy. You know,
Don't
Ackland's
worry,
is big,
Ronaldo coming
serious
soon to
fellas.
keep your company.
You can't be from Ackland's and be joking, you know.
You finished?
This,
You raising your own pressure now. Calm down. You want some water?
oh boy, that look like not water.
It's definitely water. Anyway, so a woman has been charged in a fatal hit and run that I think everybody, unfortunately...
She's also on her way to the calaboose.
She's in the calaboose.
Yeah,
She's not on her way to the
this.
calaboose.
This is a good week.
But what surprised me about it was her age, too. Like, I don't know. I thought that when they said that it was a woman, I just thought that it was a young woman.
Yeah.
Not saying that 40 is old. 40 is not old,
Yeah,
but I feel like 40 in your head is you're a mature
You
at
thought
40.
this was a biddy, this is a old boy.
What is an old bird?
You know, not a biddy.
No, I just feel like
Because you know, you're a biddy, then you're a pullet.
there are things that you
Then
do
you're
in your
right.
20s that you wouldn't do in your 30s or 40s.
That depends. You know what it depends on? When did you have your first batch of the Maccoby? This is why I tell people, you have to catch the Maccoby by 24. Like when I had the Maccoby at 24, if I do crazy things, no one would care. You can't be catching the Maccoby at 40. Because when you do Maccoby things at 40, people will laugh at you. No one is going to be empathetic because we all feel like you should have then developed and etc. etc. But the Maccoby is no joke. So chances are, poor little Sheila May got the Maccoby. She don't know what to do. She run this car over this man, and now the man is no longer here, and she is on her way.
Well, she is in the calaboose.
calaboose.
Eyewitness News have the story. This is what they had to say.
The 40-year-old woman accused of fleeing the scene after a fatal pedestrian collision has been charged with vehicular manslaughter. Madeleine Eugene, accused of striking and killing 52-year-old Enumis Baptiste with a white van as he walked along Damien Way off of Cowpen Road back on July 27th. The incident reportedly occurring shortly after 7 a.m. with Eugene surrendering to police about 5 hours later. Video captured by CCTV cameras show Baptiste being struck and ran over by a white van before the driver allegedly fled the scene. Eugene, who holds a valid work permit, was not required to enter a plea when she appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Ansela Evans. The matter has been adjourned to November 5th for the presentation of a voluntary bill of indictment. It paves the way for the case to proceed to the Supreme Court. Eugene was remanded to prison until August 10th when the magistrate is expected to make a determination on bail.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
so
want them
she-
speed out of jail.
Well,
That poor man, what do you mean?
nah, don't do that to
something
me.
long.
Don't do that to me. You's a disgusting man. Don't do that to me. Condolences to the guy and his
Oh,
family.
goodness. Yeah,
but I thought they
condolences.
would have charged her with more than vehicular manslaughter, an array of charges, definitely, because she fled the scene. And
But remember now, she also claimed to have had temporary blacking outness. The woman claimed.
I know I was the one
Right,
to tell
so-
y'all she say
Right, so
She's blackout.
I suspect they're going for the one thing they sure they got. We got a dead man. We have a car.
You blackout when you were speeding off, or after you hit him, before you hit him?
She can't tell you which point she blackout.
Oh, okay. All right.
But what
well,
we do have, blackout or blackout not. We have a dead man, we have a car, and we have a video of that car.
The clear
dead in the man
CCTV
in the world. Chicago DMs should deserve at least
That's
$10.
the clear CCTV I've ever seen.
maintained that
And
one.
you could hear.
Yeah.
You could even hear the point where she speed up in the video.
Listen to me. That's probably when she black out right there. Because you know when you black out your foot, you just lose, you never black out.
I heard. No, I don't black out like that. Like liquor blackout?
I don't know how you just black out. I'm just saying.
Like that kind of blackout, but like in my 20s.
Yeah. When you was young people.
When I was younger, I mean, blacking out now.
I know.
Too old to be blacking out. You can't black out around your black out.
Right.
No. People.
Child, you black out, I leave you right there on the floor black out.
That's why, because I know you're going to make sure I get home safely. Anyway, so hopefully the family is able to get some justice. I see people in the comments. Somebody asked me about the lady on the airport road. I'm not sure if she got charged. That, I think, is completely a little different from this because that seems like an accident. She also stayed on the scene.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure what traffic police decided to do with that case. But this case seemed a little bit different, especially since it was caught on CCTV and she ran.
I think they broadened, they only recently amended this law, And they've broadened
yes,
it
I remember
to
that.
kind of catch everybody. So
because it used to be just a fine.
Right, and it don't matter the circumstance. Like, I think they fixed the law to prevent people from wanting to participate in
But that's
road
if they
killings.
decide to charge you with something. They may not have decided to charge her with it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Lil Maduni Jean Charles, I don't see no coming out of jail for her. And
Not
they
with
say-
that video.
They say she's on an active work permit. Well, as soon
That's
as
what they say?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
as soon
she
as you
gone.
come out the calaboose, my friend, La Torti awaits you.
And friend been to the airport ever since. He's
Yeah.
been to the airport for
I think they've been in the
every.
office there.
Yeah. He will say goodbye to you as you go. If he's still in office then.
Yeah.
She might be in jail for a minute. Anyway, we'll be back, y'all, right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace, good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here. Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm David Miller.
I'm Sonny Brown. Now, because you was in here rapping the song, now I hear it in my head.
Oh boy.
Yes. Anyway, let's jump back into what's making news. So this story kind of bewildered me in many different ways and makes me realize that sometimes I really should be living somewhere else other than in the Bahamas for a variety of reasons. So I don't know if y'all saw this story today, but this woman was awarded almost $40,000 after she got burned at Sapodilla. So a Supreme Court registrar awarded a woman nearly $40,000 in damages after finding she suffered physical and psychological injuries when a flaming dish ignited her clothing at Sapodilla Dining Restaurant in 2016. So it take this woman 10 years after being lit on fire to get $39,515.86.
Yeah, she was on fire for the Lord. I when I saw this story right, here's what I said. I don't know how I feel about it, and I'll tell you why. Do you know, I've been to that restaurant a couple of times. I've seen them prepare that dish a couple of times.
They should have stopped in 2016 after they lit a woman on fire.
I always said to myself, wow, one of these days I'm going to come and try that dish. I'm so happy I never attempted that. Because could you imagine? I know if I was going to settle for that, but I'm just...
I wasn't settling for this, but apparently... in the judgment, Registrar Ronaldo and I grew up together.
Ronaldo on a roll. He been handing no rulings left.
We grew up together. When they became a judge, I was like, you know, when you grow up with people, it's like, wow, like you're important now.
Yeah.
We used to ride bike together. Now are you important?
So
anyway, we did.
See that?
Anyway, so he awarded Sherelle Cartwright the $39,515.86 in damages after assessing the extent of injuries. Now, the assessment followed a default judgment that was entered in March 2022, which established that Sapodilla was liable.
Okay.
So they found them liable first, and then they left it up to the court to decide how much.
Right. Did they do that through mediation or arbitration?
They didn't say. They just said a default judgment.
Okay.
So maybe they did have a default means that the other person maybe just didn't show up to court. Isn't that what default judgment means?
Yeah.
So I guess they decided that Sapodilla was liable, and so then they had to go to court to determine how much they were. Right. So according to the judgment, Cartwright was attending a class reunion when her clothing was ignited during the preparation and presentation of a flaming dish served by a server. She sustained partial thickness second-degree burns to her right thigh and her leg, affecting approximately 5% of her body. She later underwent treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder and major depressive affective disorder. She originally sought $150,000 and some change, including compensation for pain, suffering, psychiatric injury, and special damages. However, the defendant argued that the claim significantly overstated the extent of her injuries, and the medical evidence showed that the burns healed quickly. I don't care how quick the burns healed. I was burned.
I come here unburned, and you burned me.
And you burned me.
Yeah.
In assessing the evidence, Registrar Toot accepted medical reports of plastic and reconstructive surgeon and a psychiatrist. He found that the claimant suffered genuine physical injuries and had psychiatric trauma.
Right.
So he gave her $20,000 for physical pain, $10,000 for psychiatric injury, $9,000 in special damages, bringing it up to $39,000. The registrar rejected. So she wanted stuff for laser treatment, previous attorney fees, loose-fitting clothing, because she couldn't wear tight clothes no more because she was burned.
Right.
Transportation costs and the cost of the meal. Hold on. She still had to pay for that after they burn her?
They make her pay for the meal?
They say, and the cost of the meal.
Nah, see, that's where that's unsafeness.
That's what it say.
So if the meal burn me up, who eat it?
She also claimed that she lost earnings from canceled musical performances. While the court accepted that she did lose performance opportunities, there was insufficient claims that
To say how much.
And while I got this, but we all remember the McDonald's story.
Yeah.
And I had to make sure the McDonald's story was real, and it was. This wasn't
real.
here.
Yeah,
But the woman was awarded $2.9 million because she got burned from a hot cup of coffee.
Right, and that's why you cannot get hot coffee anywhere in America.
Yes. So if somebody could get $3 million for a hot cup of coffee, I only get $30,000 and you burn my leg off? You set me on fire.
And you light 5% of my body on fire. How did they know it was 5%?
I'm 10 years. That's what they say, approximately 5%. I don't know. That's what the story say. And then I had to wait 10 years for this $40,000.
BMI index, child. How I want to know, is this like a little 5% or is this like a big 5%?
And this is my thing. Maybe I too greedy because she only originally asked for $150,000 and some change. I was going for $1 million.
A milli.
And then also, I think Castro brought up a good point, but then she must have deleted it. She thought I didn't see it because I was still reading the story. I wouldn't even take something like this to court because your reputation could be damaged after this. Most places kind of settle.
Yeah.
And just.
But I don't know.
Because why you fighting with somebody?
Who only asking you for $30,000?
By the time I was done, every bamboo shack would have been named after me.
All I'm saying, or they would at least have my picture in the front of it.
Something.
But all I'm saying is though, like,
I gotta fight for 10 years.
If I remember correctly, like the meal you were talking about used to be like everybody who went there, you're like, oh, you gotta try the.
But you saying that they still doing this?
Well, I think the last time I was there, it's the flambe something, right?
Y'all still flambeing that?
Don't fool with that.
Don't fool with the flambe.
You might end up in the
No, man. Honestly, all fun and jokes aside, being burned is very traumatic.
It is.
Right? It's you have lasting scars from being burned.
Correct.
And she probably does. And the registrar said that she does have legitimate psychiatric. $40,000 though.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't. I would have taken this to arbitration. And then agree. I'd put another $10,000 on it to seal it, and no one could ever talk about it ever.
Someone said they was gonna name a meal after me called the hot snack. Something wrong with you, But honestly, I would have just offered to pay the medical fee. But then the best part is that y'all still made this woman pay a bill.
But this is why arbitration and mediation, the culture of arbitration and mediation, are so important, right? I want to congratulate Registrar Toot. I think he's if I'm not mistaken, this is probably going to be the second ruling that he's had in the last maybe 3 months.
No, I needed him to give this woman some more money.
But he only could give her based on the range of the law.
Yeah, he could have given her whatever he wanted for the.
But you talk about you lose
pain and suffering.
But you talk about you lose musical.
Yes, and she had to wear loose clothes. Y'all know.
I never hear what a song name.
She couldn't do nothing in the past 10 years because she was burned up.
Okay, tell me what the last song is name.
I don't know. She could have been. You don't know. She could have been the next big thing.
Mariah Carey. Yeah. Okay. So next time, Miss, figure out what to ask for.
Who's her lawyer?
And the court always says this to people that come to court. You
just go high and then you let them come low.
Needs to know what is your prayer. So you need to know what to ask the court.
She didn't want to be greedy. I was being greedy.
No, but I'm saying you also need to know the things to ask the court for. Because there are certain things that the court will just simply tell you, the court doesn't have jurisdiction over this thing, that thing, or that thing. If you ask the court for the things that it has jurisdiction over, the court can make a consideration.
Someone say, so who ate the meal while she was on
One
fire?
of these no good friends of hers. One of these no good classmates while that poor woman in the back of the ambulance.
Say Castro D. Bambo Dilla. Who? I wouldn't know for true.
I could
Y'all still charge them. But people listen, I went to a restaurant, I won't call the name. My friend is allergic to seafood. We ordered a chicken quesadilla. They gave us a shrimp quesadilla. She didn't realize until she bit into it that it was shrimp. We had to race from the restaurant, go and get Benadryl
Mm-hmm.
and try to get something before, because when she bit into it, she realized she spit it out, but she still could feel some tingling. You know, when I went back there, they told me we left a bill there. Y'all almost killed my friend.
Yeah. You're lucky I leave the building, yeah.
Y'all almost killed my friend.
Yeah.
Like, how do you charge? She should have been eating there for free forever.
Yeah.
For life.
Absolutely. No, I agree. And again, it is also because a lot of the businesses in the Bahamas operate themselves so slackly. Like, they don't even give themselves enough headroom to indemnify themselves against certain things. And that is just the Bahamian culture, you know. We just one bunch of people out here who one accident away from liquidation. And our whole life, I mean.
Very true.
And so, I mean, hopefully this is an encouragement to people that want to be in businesses, whatever the business is, to make sure that you take sufficient steps to indemnify yourself up to a certain point.
Well,
but that, you could pay that out your left pocket. You could put $30,000 in one pocket.
But it also makes you not look good because it took you 10 years to pay this person $40,000.
Well, you can't pay until the court rules.
It shouldn't have been that.
But
that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have got to that point.
And
you
it
know,
almost sounds like they handled it flippantly because if they got a
default judgment, which means they didn't respond to the lawsuit.
Precisely.
Yeah, they didn't even bother to respond to this lady, which is probably why I would, from I did this and you didn't even bother to respond, $10 million.
Yeah.
And I go into you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I think people just want to be treated humanely.
Yeah.
You burn me, make me pay for my meal, according to this.
And I can imagine her friend who say, child, well, if she get into the hospital, bring that in and cook it, right?
They pack the food up.
Baby, put this in one of them. Do you have a container? Put this in the container. I get it.
They packed that food up while that woman was in the ambulance. We didn't know
poor
she gone to the ambulance. But anyway, it's not funny. I just feel like it shouldn't take you 10 years to get $40,000.
She didn't lambaste them in any
She only wanted $150,000.
The first time I've ever heard of this is today. I never
knew this either.
story.
Yeah.
So we have to at least, we can't say that her intentions were malicious. She doesn't come off as somebody that was trying to get rich. She asked for $100,000. That's only enough to pay BEC, right?
And for 10 years, I think that's not that much.
But it reeks of poor business decision because I wouldn't let nobody have this to say but me. I would just pay this little bit of money and that would have been the end of it. And pay her $10,000 more to never again speak the name.
Yeah. And before we move on, for true, good point. It's a good thing that certain things happen in certain time frames and certain time periods. Because today, somebody was going TikTok live from in that restaurant while a woman was going to be on fire.
Yeah.
Someone would have had a video of it.
They're fanning the fire, so don't tell they get enough viewers.
Trust me, somebody would have had a video.
The viewers to come in.
They would have been telling a story time, and it would have been worse. Like, I hope that a lesson was learned from this, because in 2026 it won't happen the same way.
You'll dodge a bullet there.
Yeah, and I just hope a lesson was learned from it. That's all. But anyway, I hope the lady get her $39,512.86.
What do you think she's gonna do with the 86 cents? I imagine that's the first thing she has to decide.
Pay BPL with it. You know, that's the first bill you pay. Before you pay your mortgage, before you pay your rent, you gotta pay people. Let me leave them alone. BPL, y'all were doing well these past couple of days. From I said no to y'all. But you know what also has been happening? This ain't a part of what we're supposed to be talking about, but it's cooler now because it's been raining a lot. So nothing is exploding because it's been raining like the past 3 days.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not. It's
cold.
still hot.
Yeah.
But
we ain't like.
It been raining.
On the devil backbone. No.
Yeah, it raining, so nothing could explode because the water keeping everything cool. I assume. I don't know, but BPL, you've been doing well. When you do well, I'll tell you do well. I mean, you shouldn't tell someone thanks for doing your job.
They also say you never tell people when they're doing a good job, because most times you do that, that is actually an indication that they should do bad job. They should begin to mess up.
Like when you're in a relationship and they say, "Man, we were doing so well."
Yeah.
And that means that you're always fighting.
Yeah.
So if somebody say you're doing well, that means you're always doing bad. Yeah. Just putting that out there. Anyway, say PTSD when it thunder everybody. PTSD, thunder, lightning, I plug in everything I have. Anyway, breastfeeding week. So they're encouraging everybody to breastfeed. I feel I have a little issues with.
Yeah.
Go on.
I just want to listen to you talk about breastfeeding.
It was the little smirk on your face when I said breastfeeding.
I just want who all is permitted.
The babies.
Well, listen, they call me baby sometimes.
We have a clip. Let's play the clip before.
This week is being observed as World Breastfeeding Week, a global campaign dedicated to raising awareness about the importance of breastfeeding and the lasting health, social, and economic benefits it provides for both mothers and their babies. While health experts continue to encourage more mothers to breastfeed, Dr. Nina Saunders-Graham says breastfeeding rates in the Bahamas have been declining since 2022. She's sharing a number of challenges that are making it more difficult for many women to start or continue.
When you have painful nipples, you don't want to breastfeed, right? And they may also experience breast engorgement, right? Where the breast is filled, right? You don't pump or you don't breastfeed quickly, and so it just fills up. And breast engorgement can cause something called mastitis, where you have a painful, hot breast. Sometimes women develop really high temperatures because of breast engorgement. Some challenges are they may not be able to produce as much milk as they would like to, and that can be a challenge and a frustration for the mother and the baby. And of course, another challenge is when returning to work.
Saunders-Graham is hoping that this week empowers women who face challenges to seek the support that they need.
I start to educate my patients through an online course in my practice that gives you a whole certification in breastfeeding, and I encourage my patients and their partners, husbands, to do the course together so she can know the importance of exclusive breastfeeding. You're not less of a mother if you ask for help, especially a first-time mother if she wasn't taught.
So a little bit of breast sucking will save your life, Sanjeska. If you suck the breast, you could change this woman's life.
Breastfeeding is very painful for some people. I know it was for me. All the things that she described about, they grew, they looked good on the outside. Like clothing, whew, top tier. But painful, just literally the worst pain that I've ever felt.
Did you massage the breast?
It was absolutely awful. Like you had to go in the shower, run hot water, like try and press down on it. It was just, so, you know, some people just can't. And you don't think people want to? You know how expensive formula is?
I do.
Especially the good formula. You paying $40, $50 a can for something that's this big.
I could tell you that, and the baby used that in 3 days.
Yep. So trust me, breastfeeding is the way to go because it is free.
I think that canned milk and disposable diapers is the system's way to depress the black man.
To stop you from wanting to have another one, because when you realize how expensive it is. So I think
and baby
of course
only
people
like the soil, new diaper.
Yeah, as soon as you put it on.
Yeah.
I think people actually, you know, honestly want to breastfeed. I just think people want to save.
Plus, there's so many other challenges. Sometimes you find a baby that refuses to suck. Sometimes you find a breast that only springing on one side.
Yeah,
I've seen some
happens.
very interesting things.
You've what?
I've seen some very interesting things. I know somebody who only had one breast springing milk. I know all things.
I try to figure out, so these women just have these personal conversations.
You'd be surprised what people sit down and talk to you about if you just sit there. A lot of times you just sit there, people just...
A random person, or is this your friend?
Tell me about the random woman who accosts you about the potato.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes
yeah, but saying a bag of potato expensive is different from, boy, yep, only one of my breasts was springing the other day.
That I spent 10 years of my life as a bus driver. If you know the stories...
So they just come and sit on your bus and talk?
Let me tell you, as a bus driver, if this is the worst. If somebody comes in an empty bus and sits immediately to my left as a bus driver, you know what my first question is? Where you going?
Because you want to hurry.
I want to speed them to that. Or if somebody comes and sit right behind you as the driver, trust me, when you finish with this story, I tell you, the woman tell me one time, say, her husband catch her cheating, and he won't take all the things from her in the divorce. But ain't no pressure there. She moving with the fellow who he catch her cheating with because he's a good man. She said, but you know, now that I'm thinking about it, my daughter look just the way I used to look. I tell you what the woman say. She said, her daughter is 25, and she's so sexy. Man, I'm not right looking at him. I think he like my. I said, miss. for a
You know
dollar-
what? Breastfeeding.
But
Breastfeeding.
I'm just trying to show you how people can
is
tell
talk-
you
yes.
about one breast springing.
Oh, geez.
Because
Someone
for
say
a
the light
dollar-
just went out.
Michael Pintar, don't take this one off. For $1.25,
Let me see if that's true. Let me check that.
people assume that their bus driver is their therapist. And I know, you know, like, miss, when you go by Tingham, you know the boy who's a therapist, you pay him $100 an hour. You really believe you should get to tell me this story for $1.25 and get the ride?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, boy.
All
So
right.
breastfeed, and if the baby don't do
Thank
it,
you.
see if the baby daddy will do it.
What did this say from moms who pump and go back to work? There's nowhere to go. Listen, my nephew, I know my sister when we tell this story, but I tell it anyway. My nephew refused to take a bottle. When my sister had to go back to work, they started to take my nephew to her job. About to go and breastfeed him because he would not eat. He only wanted breast milk.
Yeah.
And he would not take it out of a bottle. He wanted it straight from the sauce.
I had a cousin like that, Tony.
Straight from, like he refused a bottle.
Yeah, she didn't suck bottles, she sucked breast.
Yeah, he didn't want nothing to do with that
And
plastic.
that's raw and all. Like sometimes I remember my auntie would have like raw breasts. My cousin wouldn't care.
You know a lot about breastfeeding.
I know a lot about women.
Okay.
You know that is an indication that I actually like them, right?
I don't know about that.
Oh,
The things that I see you as be.
Some of them are awful, but I love them anyhow. That's
Oh,
the thing I
yeah.
love about them, that they could be that awful and I could still love them.
Okay, yeah, they ain't lie. Shirley Street
Hold on,
just gone off.
Okay, Shirley Street. Don't worry about it. Shirley Street, you all tarry, tell the Lord come. Just don't use no other ass words. Thank you.
They like pinch. Yes, man. And then their babies be like pinching you and biting when they start teething. That's why when I see these big, shout out to y'all who breastfeeding straight up until these children have teeth
Listen to me.
and toddlers and thing. When them little teeth, I personally feel like from they could come and pull your breast out your shirt,
Yeah.
it's time. It's time to stop.
I had a cousin who breastfeed her children until they was 12, must be.
She was saving money.
I said,
At some point, it becomes comfort.
I said, and this boy was going to college next week. Why is he still sucking breasts?
At some point, it becomes comfort.
Oh,
but I
boy.
just say it. Anyway,
Breastfeed, Bahamas breastfeed.
Yes, breastfeed if you can.
And if the
of
baby
course.
don't want to suck the milk, the baby daddy will.
Fred sent a statement out today about the F&M. This was the one about BPL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you? I mean, honestly, I think the public, I don't know, I'm not going to speak for the entire public,
Yeah.
but I'll say this. We don't care who fault it is. We just want it
I
fixed.
know if this is the best route to take.
We just want it fixed. Like, okay, and then you can't keep blaming them if you done been there for a couple of years.
This might,
like,
again.
Like, you can't, you know, I can't keep blaming the person, you know?
It used to be. But not even that. You remember I spoke to you earlier this week about learning to sing from a single sheet of music?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Fred sound like he trying to sing with the choir from out in the parking lot. Because this can't be what you want to say. Because the Prime Minister just stopped his whole day to go on a tour and talk about how it's nobody's fault. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So what this is Fred talking about now? Could y'all please put everybody in the same group chat so we could know what the message is?
Well, what he's saying is, I guess he's responding because they had Desmond Bannister on the news. They also had Michael Bonnet Ellis. He lists off this everybody he have a problem with. This everybody he responding to. He said this is how you know Fred write this. The comments of Desmond Bannister, Whitney Hasty, Michael Bonnet Ellis, Shannon Dawn Cartwright, Dwayne Sands, Candia Dames, and last but not least, Michael Pintat. So,
Yeah. You all stand on the line.
he say, all of y'all one time, let me just make sure I get you all together.
He probably listening to Tupac.
So he said, okay, let me ask y'all something. This just, honestly, that's what he said. Let me ask y'all something. How do your comments help solve our present problem?
Mm-hmm.
The short answer is they don't.
Right.
Instead, they're undercutting the work of the professionals and the jobs to create a greater anxiety. Okay, so this one, he ain't pointing fingers. And this one, he's saying, if y'all don't have no solution, shut up.
No, but Sonny, I can't let him get away with that because, like, you can't. You ain't wrong, but you ain't allowed to be right in this moment.
I wouldn't have said anything.
That's my point.
Yeah. But you know, Fred
the
don't
Prime
take
Minister
laugh.
done been out here.
Fred don't take
The
laugh.
Prime Minister done say, don't blame nobody. The Prime Minister say, we ain't pointing no finger. It hot, the wire them explode. No one needs to say, I ain't saying he wrong, you know. I just saying he ain't right. Because there is no right to be had here. Just leave it. Let them beat, they can talk till their teeth fall out. Until something else happens, which is either you gain sustainable light supply, or the place burned down, you don't have nothing else to say.
Yeah, I would have just left
Yeah,
that alone. Somebody say that's what I call a sassy statement. I would have just left it alone. But y'all know Fred don't take glass. So,
Yeah,
and
but
if
you
they
have to sing
if
from
they
a single
respond,
sheet of music.
if they respond, the F&M isn't though. And I
No,
found that out.
I'm talking about the PLD.
Yeah,
the
but
PLD can't be the F&M.
But I'm also saying I think that is also weird too. Like y'all had a long list of y'all shadow ministers, but everybody has something to say. So who am I supposed to be listening to? Literally everybody on their own page writing their own statements.
I ain't sure why we talking to Desmond Bannister. He's a former deputy prime minister.
But he used to be in charge of BPL.
Yeah, but how many former deputy prime ministers you ever know anybody's go look for? Nobody looks for the deputy anything. So I'm telling you. So I mean, like when you take the job of a deputy, you know that your job is to prop up the chief.
Okay.
Desmond Bannister, I mean, he was great when he was Minister of Education. That was 20 years ago. Name me his claim to fame post-education.
Well, he had something to say because he probably don't have no generator and was in the heat like the
He
rest
also
of us.
don't have no place in the parliament.
Oh, jeez.
And possibly in the party.
Could you stop?
Are you going to fall apart?
It's my thing.
Oh, boy. All I'm saying to you is, listen to me, I want news reporters to stop blowing.
You don't tell us what to do because when we have a slow news day, you ain't getting us no story.
Well, go in the Grove and count the pot cake them. Go in the Grove, see how much cat, and stop breathing life into the political graveyard.
Anyway.
Only the prophet needed to do that.
Not the only statement that he
boy.
sent out today. This one is a statement that we think he should have kept, but this one is a statement about
we could keep interviewing this.
Huh?
I do agree with that.
Yes, the Menace.
Menace on fire.
Menace, listen.
Interview Menace, he's the only one I'm prepared to accept.
But we like Menace because Menace too is in his sassy era.
No, Menace
And-
they say cut the pool off, but they ain't mean the people in Baintown. They ain't mean the people in Engleton. You talking about the people of Life and Key? What would you all call them?
Anyway, it's time for us to take a break. Don't forget, when we come back, we still have a lot more to talk about, and we are still looking for a co-host. We didn't forget. Y'all, it's still happening. It hasn't been called off. We're going to talk a little bit about that when we come back from this break.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K Payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here. It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
I'm Sandy
What are
Brown.
you listening to?
Quiet on the Creek. Somebody say, don't forget, y'all tell us y'all was going to say.
We also told them we were going to give them one of these. And so we have to tell them how to get one. So if
You have to tell them.
So if you're a guy and you have a gal, Island Connect is letting you come to their Fox Hill Day Tingamajig, and they are going to pay for your first set of drinks. So you have a $25 coupon. They'll help you get out of the doggos this weekend.
Yeah, so I guess when we open up the phone lines, we'll figure out how to give it away.
Yeah.
Or we can give it away to someone in the comments since we did the phone the last time, or you still going to make them call? Make them call.
Make them call.
Okay.
Let's put a little effort in.
All right, so when we open up the
You
phone
ain't got to do
lines,
nothing except for be a guy with a gal. That can't be hard.
say don't distract us with things. Y'all, you listen, I love y'all. There y'all funny bad. With Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe. Explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy. And Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow.
Canoe. Because what else to do except choose Canoe?
And if you're looking to unwind or detox, don't forget Calm Teas and a 14-day detox tea await you at herbalbeautysupplyconcepts.com. That's herbalbeautysupplyconcepts.com. One word, or herbal, depends on where you're from.
Yeah.
Herbal. Or you can give them a call at 818-7831.
818-7831.
Yes. All right. So we are looking for a co-host. We have decided we're gonna stop playing with y'all and playing with y'all feelings, and we're gonna tell you guys on Friday.
Yeah.
Promise, Scouts honor. We're gonna tell you guys to give the person the opportunity to have a little speech and to be able to let you guys know what is going on.
Yeah.
That's a good excuse.
I feel like you're doing good to it, boy. Hey, I ain't lying.
Okay. Well, the seat is open. Now, the question is, who has what it takes to fill it? So, Eye on the Nation is launching a nationwide search for the next co-host. We are looking for someone with confidence, charisma, and the ability to lead meaningful conversations. So if you have a commanding presence, can think on your feet, and know how to connect with an audience, this is your opportunity. This is what you got to do. Send us a 1-minute video telling us who you are and why you should be the next co-host of Eye on the Nation. Include your resume and a recent photo and your social media handles as well. I'm going to tell you where you can email your entry to before the end of the show. I think they changed the email, so I'll check again and then I'll get back to y'all. But, you know.
But go start working on your video because you don't need the email for that.
So the next Voice of the Nation could be, so just do like a little 1-minute video about, you know, something that's current, something that you would like to talk about, something that showcases your personality. You know, we said nothing about looks there, but Levan say...
I won't be able, you know...
Levan say the person has to be slightly attractive. I feel like we could make anybody attractive.
I want you to have a TV voice and a radio face. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Anyway, so, there's certain things, and what we're going to do, you guys are going to be a part of it. So after they narrow down the search, I think, I'm not sure of the number of how much. I'll leave that up to, the sales and marketing team and management. But after that, they will come and they will sit here on the desk. We say we ain't putting them between us. We put them on the side of us.
We ain't know them.
And you guys will be able to let us know whether y'all think they have chemistry. And so the first day, they'll be on with both of us. And then the second day, they'll be on with one of us. And then you guys will be able to see, whether they have chemistry or not, whether they have what it takes to be an Eye on the Nation. Not looking for anybody particularly experienced. If you are experienced, that's great. If you just feel like you have a voice, you feel like you could sit here and do this, you have a commanding presence, welcome. Send your video, audition.
Yep.
That's it. I cannot promise you that our nationers will be nice, but that's also a part of sitting here.
Yes.
Because you have to know that when you're doing bad, you're doing bad. Yeah. They can tell you.
I can tell you.
You're doing bad.
And they stop you on the road to tell you.
Yeah, they say, boy, Sonny, I ain't gonna lie. So, just put it out there. They'll tell you when they don't like your hair. Mom called me and tell me she don't like my hair.
You must put it up, pin it up.
Yeah, pin it up.
She can pay for it.
Take it off my face. They'll tell you if they don't like your clothes. They'll tell you, they just, you just have to have a thick skin. Let's see. Bring Bobo Tino. If Bobo Tino auditions.
Yeah.
Honestly, we
don't have a discriminatory clause.
Yeah, whoever it is. Yeah, someone said they could change your name too. Of course, because Leon and Shashka, you just got to go with it.
Yeah.
Sonny, are you looking for a third co-host? No. We're not looking for a third co-host. One of us is leaving. For the person who just asked that question, one of us is leaving, and the person will fill one of our shoes.
Yeah.
Or attempt to fill one of our shoes. Yes. And we don't want y'all to be like a leave-in or a Sonny. We want y'all to be like, y'all.
Who's gonna fill that shoe?
I love the Ramen Brothers. Can I say? I don't know what it is about, like, well, clearly Castro likes the Ramen Brothers as well.
Gonna fill that shoe.
So no, it's not a third co-host. It is a co-host.
Yeah, because if you was a third co-host, that'll make you a co-host.
Yeah, so tomorrow, I promise, Scouts Honor. I was in a Scout, but Scouts Honor. We're going to tell you guys who it is. We're going to remind you again by the end of the show.
Some Scouts Honor, though.
How you drink Scouts Honor?
That's what it is.
Okay.
You think I'm making that up, too. You just said you think I was making up Nanola.
I don't have anything to say to you right now.
Oh, boy.
All right. So we're going to skip those two and just go straight to that?
Sure.
Okay. So we knew this was gonna. Well, no, let me not say I knew this was gonna happen. But one mother who said that her kid was attacked by a dog is saying, "Okay, well, since these people getting swift justice, we want swift justice too as Bamians." I don't think I heard about this story. Did you hear about this story before this?
I think in the back of my mind, yeah.
Okay, so we'll play the story, and then we'll talk about it after.
Well, in what appears to be an increase in reported dog attacks across the country, a Long Island family hopes that they're next in line for justice. Our Danielle Dean has the details tonight.
Oh, Lord, this is so frustrating. I've been dealing with this for so long.
What was meant to be a simple family lunch quickly turned into a traumatic experience for Kendisha Cartwright and her two children. Cartwright says they were approaching a restaurant in Long Island when an unleashed dog ran toward her 3-year-old son. And she says her 8-year-old daughter, Amaya, instinctively stepped in to protect her younger brother. That's when, according to Cartwright, the dog bit the 8-year-old on the thigh.
She was like, "Stop, dog, stop." And he jumped on her leg and he bit her like on her upper body by her hips area. And the dog just dashed and went to the owners, was on top of the restaurant on the decking area of the restaurant.
Cartwright claims the dog was only placed on a leash after the attack. Although the incident happened in March and the physical wound has since healed, she says the emotional impact has been far more lasting. She describes her daughter as a child who once loved dogs and had been asking for one of her own. Now she says that love has been replaced by fear.
The owner of the dog, who asked not to be identified, told Eyewitness News they have accepted charges related to failing to keep the dog leashed. The incident comes amid continued concerns about dog attacks and responsible pet ownership, renewing questions about whether existing leash laws are being followed and adequately enforced. Danielle Zine, Eyewitness News.
Hold on.
I have some questions.
Who dog it is asked the news to not identify them?
Yeah.
Boy, what the hell we care about that? Man.
That's the only way they would have been able to get a quote from them.
Listen to me.
That's the only way you would have been able to get a quote
Then I
from
would have
them.
gone and get your name from the court docket. They could say,
But
don't tell me your name. I could just...
That's what I need to. That's what I wanted to ask. They said that they accepted the charges of not having the dog on a leash.
Sure.
Okay, so what happened is, has it not
So
come
why did
up
they not
yet
just
in
plead
court?
guilty in court? Oh, this is my point.
Has it not come up yet in court?
This is my point.
That's
this
one
one
thing
put
I
in a
want to
police
know.
report?
That's what I want to know. Is there a police report?
Oh, boy.
You know, I just feel like there are some questions that are missing from the story before I form a judgment. Because this comes obviously on the heels of the American boy who got
Did the girl
attacked.
have to be airlifted to Long Island?
That's what I was going to say, because we know all the details. This boy was savagely attacked, so much so that he had to be airlifted and taken to America for treatment. So his injuries were severe. Not saying that hers weren't, but I need to know a little bit more information. Did the restaurant pay for
the medical
bills of the? Did she even need to have medical
Well, if
attention?
she was bitten, she needs immediate medical attention.
But the mother didn't mention anything about it. That's why I said I have some questions. I don't know if the story was just too long, and so they had to cut some stuff out. But I think the story leaves me with more questions than answers.
I agree, and I want to tell you. And question number one is, what you tell me don't call your name for? How you used to stop me? I don't listen to crazy things. When you tell me don't call your name, I just show you yeah. I say yeah. So you could hear me say yeah, and then we could move past it. But under no second, I have to name you. What do you mean don't name you? Okay, give me the dog name. You see how that don't make sense?
And I thought it was like a rule. I don't know, maybe I just watch too much TV, but they say once the dog bites someone, you have to put the dog down. Is that true?
Well, I know in most places, yes, that's actually what happens. But I'm saying to you, I can't say Brownie on the news, so I have to say Miss Jessie, dog. What you mean don't call Miss Jessie name?
Don't.
What Miss Jessie mean? I don't want you call my name. Man, we ain't really just let anything happen around here, you know. You're sure to see in Alice in Wonderland? Your dog by people cheering. And I must don't tell the people it's your dog?
I don't disagree with you, but I also feel like in Long Island, they probably know who it is. But I just feel like there are more in this story in particular, because even with, you know, dad them, grandpa them that got bit, theirs was severe as well. I mean, dad had patches all over him.
And
I just feel like they're just a little bit more.
This woman is whoring after attention.
Oh, jeez.
Or, no, Francesca, come on. The pieces don't make sense.
No, I just think maybe some of the questions weren't clear. I just think that the story's just a little bit not clear. That's all. It's not as clear as I think it should be. Like for me, like I said, I would have asked more questions. I need to know how severe the injuries were.
What would a mind consider justice?
If the child had to go to a hospital, if they had to see a doctor, you know, stitches, shots, therapy, that kind of stuff, did they take responsibility in terms of covering the medical expenses for the child? Like, these are the things that I want to know. What was the punishment? Because the owner said that they've accepted the charge of not keeping their dog on a leash. But what does that mean?
And if you took a
what was
handshake
the
agreement,
sentence if they were sentenced?
But if you took a handshake agreement, right? Then why are you out in the public with it? Like, if my dog bites you and I say, Sonny, you don't need to go to the police about this. I accept full responsibility. My building is insured. You know what I mean? My insurance will cover whatever the medical expense is. Now, my insurance pay for your medical thing. You let your cousin them tell you, child, that's all you say. They say, give me $1 million.
But then when you do that, you sign something and you say you
Or we
take
can have a handshake agreement.
No handshake agreement. No, sign. I want you to sign something and say, after I've already done this, I don't owe you another cent. This is what we agreed to.
What would you be back out in the public looking for is my question.
I don't know what's happening with it. I just think that there are just too many question marks surrounding this story for me.
But don't worry about that. I just knighted the president of the Dog Lovers Tower Loose Association International Association of the World. Hopefully, she could go get to the bottom of this, because we want to get justice for all the people that have that have had run-ins with dogs, right? And again, I'm not trying to make light of the matter, you know. I'm just saying that this story, the holes are so gaping that there is almost no story here.
Yeah, I just think there's some...
And the woman say, don't call her name. Who am I so listening to you?
I honestly just think... I think that there's some things missing.
Oh,
you know, I hope that the little girl has since recovered, because that is traumatic. I saw a dog attack when I was younger. I'm kind of like iffy from dogs. Yeah. And I wasn't even the one that was attacked. So, I hope she gets whatever.
And I want to let you know that not every encounter with trauma traumatizes, you know. When I was 9 years old, a chicken attacked me. I just eat chicken left, right, and center. I ain't traumatized.
That's different.
You never get chased from a chicken.
And your trauma.
No.
And your trauma, you may not see it, but we see your trauma every day when this camera come on. Your trauma just is be showing. Your trauma just show up in a different way.
I want one chicken chase you right now, as a matter of fact. Do you know how hard it is to evade a chicken? I was chased for almost a quarter mile by this chicken who would not relent. But I tell you one thing, when I pull up by the people them who just gave you $39,000, give me the breast. I want you don't fry it dry and put mayonnaise on it. I am untraumatized. Chickens have done nothing to me.
You are not untraumatized.
So this whole everybody have to be traumatized all the time. I think it's a great talking point. But
some people are traumatized. You cannot diminish somebody.
I'm diminishing it.
Yeah, your experience is in somebody else's experience.
What I'm saying is, I appreciate the fact that this was a traumatic experience, right? This girl is, how old she said it was? 8.
And shout out to her for protecting her little brother. Because mom said that the dog charged at the little brother and she stepped in.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I learned today.
You know how to use that for the rest of his life?
Talking to my son, that there are some things about his life he just doesn't remember. So again...
No, that he probably will remember.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Jessica. I'm just saying, like, if you miss some steps in your ambition to get justice, then you've missed those steps. But it doesn't sound like these people were doing anything awry to keep you away from justice.
Okay. Well, Sonny, people are saying it's because, see, I cannot, in this instance, say the black-white tourist Bahamian thing. No. Because there are too many holes in this story. And I'm sorry. Just this one in particular. I'm not saying that the swift justice that happened to the young boy in Bimini wasn't some of the swiftest justice we've ever seen. Yeah. I don't think I've ever even heard of someone going to jail for that. So I'm not diminishing that, but I'm just saying, in this story, there are just a lot of holes that need to be filled.
He going to jail faster than Tony.
Who's Tony?
That's what he say. Monday, Tony was arrested. Tuesday, he was tried. Wednesday, the judge tell him 99 years is your time.
I know. I only know about Solomon Bundy.
Yeah, Tony going to jail in 3 days.
Anyway, so he's right, Sonny. I got chased by a chicken, too.
Listen to me. If a chicken never chase you?
No.
Francesca, if a chicken chase you, you cannot imagine this. Imagine being a 9-year-old or 10-year-old. No, because the chicken has come like above you and it's like being attacked by the Cubans.
So, this is me ignoring him. As enrollment in national health insurance continues to grow, managing director, I think I signed up, and I can't remember if I ever did anything after I signed up. There's people like you all at Biden and the portal full of people like you. Like I signed up, I think, or like I started to sign up, and I ain't sure, because like I won't be a part of it when it like expands and it's doing like catastrophic or like something. I won't be, before they try and cut it off, I want to have my name out now.
Yeah, but if you stay inactive, the portal boots you out.
Oh, so I signed up then.
You probably ain't signed up.
Yeah, I probably signed up and they say, this one don't need this. Anyway, so they say enrollment continues to grow. Managing Director and CEO of NHI, the National Health Insurance Authority, Christy Butler says the increase has placed significant financial pressure on the agency, which is currently funded solely by the government. I thought that it would have been made clear from the beginning that this wasn't something to make money. I thought this was something I thought this was something to take some strain off of the public hospitals, the public doctors, to provide some sort of insurance, even if it is basic level insurance for people who otherwise would not have had it. I know many people who use it, who take advantage of it, not take advantage like that, but who
in the good way.
Yes, They get their yearly checkups. They get the dental stuff. Like, they get everything. And and otherwise they would not have had insurance or been able to do it. So it obviously is good. But I never thought that it was something that was. I always thought this was something that the government is always going to fund.
Well, the fact that they made it fact that they made it an authority means they want it to generate money. That's what authority and corporation means in government language.
I'm trying to figure out how they will make money from it.
It was easy. They were going to tax people. So the authority had a plan that they were going to put in place a capitated model with a tax of 1.5% to fund it from both the employer and the employee side.
Well, they can't tax people no more.
Employees would pay about 80. Of course, because when this administration was the opposition, they decried it. And then they came into office and then they went up 1.5, the exact amount on NIB.
But not for that.
This is my point. And so at least you would have gotten banana peel for your banana had you...
No, well, at least I guarantee to have some sort of pension at least. But
if you don't die first.
Well, why would you put that on me?
Because NHI is to help keep you alive.
I say me.
So I'm saying, NHI is to help you limp to that pension you're trying to get. Because Bahamian people are grossly ill. And so when they did the study, right? The study suggested that we needed to make sure check on what they call a package of care. So there were certain elements of care that you would address because that would deal with at least 70% of your population or there's about. The way we would pay for it is the government would give us X amount of dollars. And there would be you remember this was in the news, 1.5%. Robin Roberts fly up and down the Bahamas like a flamingo, right? Telling people why they needed to pay $80, $88 a month if you were at a certain pay scale for the policy to cover you on the catastrophic side.
Well, and anyway,
they detested it.
Let's see what they had to say about why they need your money and what's going on with NHI.
Some places they use lifestyle or sin taxes, so they have revenue that's earmarked from gambling, smoking. In some places it's sugary sweetened beverages or it's on trans fats. In some places it's a contributory mechanism where individuals who are employed make a contribution to fund the national health programs. So there are a number of different options and financing diversification elements that we're looking at. And so that's going to be important for us to expand this program. We had a question about catastrophic health care. We really need to be able to earmark funds for NHI so that we can offer all of the services we know that the Bahamian people need.
So basically, they're preparing y'all to say at some point, y'all gonna have to hear that somebody gonna have to start paying at some point.
And that's the exact point that we were at 6 years ago, right? So if you remember, they launched NHI 1.0, and then they were supposed to launch NHI 2.0, which would have been the introduction of the electronic health record system, which made your log books. Because like, if you're on NHI now, when you go to the labs and do your testing, all of your information is in one place. So if you ever have to get rushed to the hospital and you're an NHI patient and you end up in PMH, they should be able to get your records and find out exactly what your body was doing over the period that you've been in. Okay, and so they built that in. They should have transitioned to 2.0. I'm telling you that there was some people that resisted that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that's fine. I'm saying what they're doing now is saying, listen, at some point, we saying it now, at some point we're going to have to come back to y'all and we're going to have to find a way to fund it.
I want to lay on my back and giggle like a chessy cat.
Okay, but we're not going back to what they didn't do. Right now, they're saying this is what we need to do. How about that? Let's be like Fred. Now you're doing what Fred, you're doing exactly what Fred just said. All right. Is that helping?
No.
Okay. See, that's what Fred just had to say.
$88.
Good. That's what Fred just said. What you're doing is not helping. Okay. Someone say NHI senior people only. Absolutely not true.
That's absolutely a lie.
My nephews take advantage of.
I can tell you that.
And one he ain't 10 no more. But
and if you have a baby.
Yeah. And I have friends who are in their 20s who use NHI, who take advantage of it. Absolutely not true. I don't know if people still believe that, but that is absolutely not true.
It's entirely not true. Yeah. And you could go and see a private physician in a private facility for things that ordinarily you'd have to go to a government clinic for. It is public care in a private facility.
The only little issues people have with NHI is like sometimes the doctors will only see NHI patients on certain days.
And if they do that to you, report them.
I'm just telling you, this is what they're saying.
If they do that to you, report them because they have a quality control
but I mean
that doesn't permit that.
All they're saying is if you're on NHI, you can't come to the doctor till Thursday.
Yeah,
that's what some of the people saying.
Yeah, and
or
sometimes
I
the doctors. And NHI can't really beat their chest big and heavy when the doctor's coming out and saying, nah, they don't really pay on time. But here's the thing, your payment is guaranteed.
Yeah.
And let's don't pretend like all these doctors was to have big, flashy medical practice had it not been for the NHI money.
No, some of them have.
Some of them, yes. Yeah. Some of these people, the first time I heard their name was when I see it on an NHI
some of the
flyer.
doctors, because I know for sure, I know
The
some
whole
people
Oak
who,
Tree.
their
The whole
doctors,
hospital.
their doctors are on the list.
This is my point.
Yeah.
But there are some of them that was somewhere, they would have had Back of the Bush Medical Alliance, and no one would ever know about them. And NHI is a good base rate payment to keep their operation up and running. So I'm saying they don't get to victimize NHI participants because that's guaranteed money.
No, I don't think you should victimize them either just because the government paying you late, especially when anybody know, and I'm not saying that it's right. Anybody know any service you get from the government? Someone tell me, say, oh, they did something for the government for Independence Day. I say, sweetie, it's only August.
Yeah, Christmas.
Check them November.
That could be your Christmas money.
Yeah. Like, anybody knows. It takes a little hot minute, and then they'll give it to you in one lump sum if it's that situation.
Yeah.
But it is, why you think the banks will give somebody who worked for government a mortgage before anybody else? Because government money is guaranteed.
And they're gonna get at least 5 years worth of additional interest off you because the government's gonna also pay your mortgage later times. Yeah. But back to this because I want to end with this.
Yeah, because we got to move
The
on.
capitated model funded by public funds with an add-on from taxes up to whatever it is, 1.5% of theirs about, was already something that had been fleshed out, planned out, and charted the way forward. We need to remake this wheel. I think Christy Butler is up to the task. She's a immaculately qualified woman.
Okay.
I think she's the exact person. She's young, she's vivacious, she's vibrant enough to have sleepless nights over it. Give this woman some headroom and let her fix the program.
All right. Okay. When we come back, we still have something else that's on the rise.
Yeah.
STDs. Y'all just out here STDing it up.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that when we come back from the break.
That's what they said.
Nobody wrapping it up no more. You have something you want to tell us, Leavin?
Mm-mm.
We'll be back. Y'all too nasty, you know. We'll be back. We'll be back after this.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe Wallet, or even Sand Dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levi Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown. Sorry, I was reading comments on a post that I posted on social media about the teeth. And people's telling me I'm being mean. He's a thief. And y'all want to defend him? Anyway, let me leave that alone. STDs are on the rise. What y'all doing?
I don't know. I think I know where they're coming from, though.
Where?
Right out them Goyard bags.
You've been listening to Spend That. Spend That. That's what you've been listening to. What you know about any Goyard bag?
And you know what else?
You buy Goyard bags?
Hold on.
You ever buy a Goyard bag?
No. But
okay, well then I can't respect.
But if they let me do what I want, I might buy them Yves Saint Laurent. That's exactly where all this bunch of new. I suspect it is hypergamy. That is my position on it. Hear me out. We have a clip for this?
Yes. Can we play the clip? Thank you.
Let's hear what Madam Managing Director.
Please.
Now, this can be as a result of more females access the benefits under NHI than at their male counterparts. So we see from year to year, more women are having visits than men, okay? Sometimes women are a little bit more symptomatic of STDs than men, and that may drive them in for a visit. So we're seeing that. Why is that important? Because we want people to be armed with information. We also saw last year a 44% increase in HIV and AIDS cases. We had 354 cases, okay? Again, this is a result of more people coming in to have their visits, more screening, more reporting. We also saw an increase of 9.6% of total STD diagnosis, and syphilis went up by 23%, okay? And so we have to make sure that this information is available to the human public, to our beneficiaries, so that they can practice safe sex and have healthier habits.
Michael Pintard, we only got 30 more minutes, please.
What happened just now?
I know.
Now, I will say this. These are just NHI
numbers, right.
Now, this does not mean that in the country it has gone up, because we did, even though we did have a story, I think, earlier this week about HIV going up a little bit. Maybe these HIV patients that are already on, we have a registry? We don't have a registry. But maybe these HIV patients are now also using NHI, and that is why NHI's numbers are going up. That does not necessarily mean, before everybody say HIV gone up 44%, that does not mean that. Does that make sense? Okay. So it could have been somebody just went, they knew they had HIV, but they also went to NHI for treatment for other things, right?
Because they would have to let the doctor know that.
Right.
When you followed the form, the electronic form, you have to actually say
that. So I think that's what she means. This is not nationwide. This is just NHI is seeing an increase. Doesn't mean that there is a nationwide increase. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. Now, she also said at the beginning that it seems as though more women are
48% of them
are being not HIV but what STDs.
STDs, yeah.
Now, she also explained that that's because women go to the doctor more often than men. So, and women are also often more symptomatic, right? And so, because men can carry some of these STDs and have no symptoms for a very long time and spread them all up, down, and all around and never know until they get a call from the woman after she done come back from the doctor to say, hey, you need to come get a shot because XYZ.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that before this one start about how women have more STDs than men. That's not what that clip meant either. Just wanted to clarify all of that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because I know you leaving.
No, I just want to help you.
What you was gonna say?
I just want to help you. She says that I think it's 36% of men, 48% of women, right?
I didn't remember the
Whatever it
36
is, women are leading the number. Her reasons are, it's because the woman them coming to the doctor more. Well, a general search of ChatGPT will tell you that women
Chatting not always right though.
But that women have, well, a general search of the WHO's information will tell you that women largely have better medical histories.
But she said that.
Correct. So women ain't just start outpacing men in that. And there was a time, according to ChatGPT, where men still were presenting with more STDs than women were. So, is it because the women are testing more, or is it because the women are having sex with a smaller pool of people that can afford the sex because the sex is so highly and overly priced?
No, I think it's, I don't know what he doing.
It is
I think it's because
someone have to pay for these trips, and it is the fellas that are prepared to give you any amount of money to do anything to you.
Yeah, but it's the fellas that are spreading it. But the problem is, like she said, and like we all understand it, even women who live in households with men and have sons, it may not even have to be your husband. Women are the ones that generally lead the cause of health in their house. They're the ones that have to say, leave in. It's time for your doctor's appointment. We go in, they make the appointments. Men rarely do that for yourself. Sometimes you have men, I think Levin is one of them, who do their checkups regularly and on time, but that's normally rare. It usually is the woman that say, hey, your appointment here, we have to go, this is we have to do, this is what the doctor say. I don't know how many men are actually going on the NHI portal and typing in and signing up and doing it. I see that as something that more women do. So obviously their stats would have more women because they have more women that have signed up.
And what I'm asking you...
What you talking about with Goyard bags is very weird.
What I'm asking you is, how come women have been attending the doctor with regularity for a longer period of for a longer period of time, and there was a point in that time where men still were the greater carriers of STDs. Now you're telling me that women are presenting more frequently than men. Women were always presenting more frequently than men.
The problem with your stats is you were talking about nationwide stats. This is NHI stats.
No, but I imagine it's from the same test pool, right?
No, because the same people who go into NHI aren't the same people with who go into the other doctors.
So what is a general?
She can't tell us what the general is.
What is a general medically accepted point is that ER rooms. I see something in the area of I think 68 or 72% of its people are men. It's because men are susceptible to slip and falls, car accidents. Boom. ERs don't see as many women. Doctor visits and that sort of stuff, see somewhere in the area of about 72% of its people.
Yes, because most women, once they get...
always been testing.
Right, but we're not just talking about STDs. I'm talking about... We're just talking about NHI, though.
Yes.
Your stats at the beginning was about everything.
No. I'm saying that Madam Christy Butler is suggesting that the reason the number of women presenting higher with STDs would be possibly because... 1, men are longer undetectable before they go and get a check. 2, is because women come to the doctor with greater regularity.
Yes,
and I'm saying
that's the same thing I said.
And I'm saying that women have always been doing that.
Okay, so
there was a time when men were still presenting with higher rates of STDs.
Right.
I believe hypergamy, though, has shifted the pendulum.
Right.
Women have a smaller group of men that they sleep with because only them could afford the sex in order to have the TD.
Okay, well, I would like to say that she's a doctor and she's
not a doctor. She's a business person.
She's a business person and she has the stats in front of her that came from doctors who went to medical school.
I'm not arguing her
So
stats.
no. I'm saying that is what she says, and I'm going to believe what she says over the fact that you believe over the fact that you believe it's because women going on planes and getting Goyard bags.
Yes. I believe
I don't believe that.
These scamming Negroes, this is what is in their Goyard bag.
Okay. We look nice and churchy today.
If we lived in a country where for 12 or 15 years, STDs and HIV had been plummeting, then where all this new HIV come from?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. Don't listen to respond. Listen.
Go ahead.
Your stats are nationwide stats.
Sure.
Her stats are NHI stats. You cannot put NHI stats up against nationwide stats.
Agreed.
If you had previous NHI stats that said what you're saying, then maybe we could have this conversation. But you cannot use nationwide stats versus NHI stats.
Okay.
They're two different things.
But she's, okay, fine. She came out and gave us NHI stats.
Right.
Fine.
And what you're doing is nationwide
I'm not
stats.
arguing her stats. I'm arguing her supposition as a result of the stats.
Well, I trust her over you.
Okay. So how much of these women who finding out they got new things telling the next Negro
They
in the
have to-
line that they...
They have to. No. How much of your man who doing it is tell? Why is it always the woman's fault? And I'm asking you the same. And I'm asking you. And I'm asking.
And I can tell you
I'm
why.
asking you the same question.
And I can tell you why.
How much of your? How much you tell?
Listen to me. There might be bugs on the rest of these mugs, my dear, but there ain't no bugs on me. What I want to tell you is. That's the Band-Aid commercial. That's the Band-Aid commercial. Rest of these mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me.
Yeah.
So, where am I?
Nowhere. We have.
No. Let's do this.
We have to move on.
When they take it up the go-yard bag, they telling anybody they have it. That's thing number one. And
how much are the men telling people they have it?
thing number two.
How much are the men telling people they have it?
Women are the gatekeepers of sex. So much so.
Not realistically.
So much so that when sex happens and a woman didn't want it, the penal code refers to it as rape.
What does that have to do with an STD?
You can't even rape a man in the Bahamas.
What does that have to do with an STD?
Because I'm saying to you that women are the guardians of sex.
But women are not the guardians of STDs. If we were talking about
the carriers of it according to NHI.
No, y'all are the carriers of it according to NHI because she's saying that it's laying dormant in men.
She's saying
pause. No, I let you run on. It's laying dormant in men.
Man, you women, interview again?
Women are showing symptoms. So you would be able to see or smell if it coming out of the woman that you're about to have sex with, right?
Allegedly.
Yours dormant. I wouldn't be able to see or smell.
Yours sunscreen.
Okay. All right, we're moving on.
Oh boy!
Even Castro in the back there.
Yes.
They say open up the phone lines.
And the
people say we're doing too much talking.
Is contaminating the woman population, and that's why their numbers are growing.
Let's let the people.
These men can't afford sex. They get no sexual transmission.
No, they can't afford sex. They borrowing money from gals and driving their car.
But if you let them drive your car,
what?
I got another word for that, but you can't say it on TV.
3, 2, do your one job.
303-777-569-80775. Give us a call.
323.
I'm telling you, it's coming right out them go-yard bags, my friend. That's where it's coming
I am ignoring you because you trying me, and I'm not going to let you try me today.
If you open up the go-yard bag,
anyway,
you could get an SD real fast.
So the National Youth Choir is having a raffle. They're headed to India, and they want you guys to support.
Isn't India an English-speaking country?
Let me tell you something. I'm trying to bash India.
Mm-hmm.
I can leave it just like that.
What?
You ever been to India?
No. I think everything God want me to see on this side of the world.
I tell you one thing, India ain't got to worry about me again.
Yeah.
Y'all know what personal space is? They don't. Y'all know what a crowd is?
They do?
Jesus. Google how much people in India. Anyway, so they're headed there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're going to have a marvelous time. My experience is not their experience. So the raffle is $5 each, right? They have booklets for $50. They want you guys to support. These are some great prizes. $10,000 cash prize. I always like me some cash money. I want something to put in my go-yard bag.
Just don't take nothing out of your
They also have round-trip airfare for 2 for India. I'll pass on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 2 days to get there, but anyway. Y'all experience will be different from my experience. I'll leave that alone. They have a weekend stay at Baha Mar, John Bull gift certificate. 30-minute performance by the National Youth Choir. Oh, that'd be cute. If anybody getting married or something and they want them to sing
does
that.
the National Youth Choir still sing that song?
What?
Ime Kamboliwa, Ime Kamboliwa, Ime Kamboliwa.
Could y'all help the National Youth Choir, please? They are headed to India. Did they say it's a performance? It's a performance. Okay, so they're going. Huh?
What else would they be going to do? Leisure?
Yeah, they might be taking the kids on a trip.
Y'all don't fool with that.
Why not?
Next thing you know, Great Dad and you and Mahatma and have lost together. Don't fool with that.
Anyway, so they are selling them by Mortimer's Candy Kitchen. I think everybody in Nassau know where Mortimer's is, eh? Digital sales, you can email them at bnycsecretary@gmail.com. So the drawing is on September 8th, 2026, so y'all still have some time. So support them. They want to go to India. They have a performance. Oh, we have a video. Okay. Let's play the video.
I get joy when I think about what he's done for me. I get joy when I think about what he's done for me. I get joy in my soul when the joy, I know that's what he's done for me. I get joy when I think about what he's done for me. I get joy when I think about what he's done for me. I get joy in my soul when the
You don't like the little slave jump?
I always wanted to be in the National Choir,
Yeah?
but I can't sing.
Could you find dress though?
And that's why I wanted to do it.
you
Because,
could
you remember when they wear the Celebrate is the song that I know. And they used to wear the little head things with the head wrap in the back. And then they used to have the little swoop. I wanted to do that so bad with the little colorful cities. So I'm like, and I think the shirt used to be like this too. And it'll be like a red
Can you
shirt.
also run sideways on your
with
toes?
the thing
Remember
and
this
then
video?
they just
Run sideways on their toes?
celebrate. See, I could have been in it.
Yeah.
I could have mime.
Yeah.
I didn't have the, not naturally
You
had to
right
come
up
out.
in India.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
My favorite one is Teddy Me. I don't even know what that means. Come.
Anyway, support them. We're going to remind you all about the raffle as it gets closer and the drawing. But that $10,000 cash prize, that sounds amazing
If he
to me.
buy you a in bag, you can get STD real fast.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show. Ignoring you.
I telling you. Hey.
Hey, Sonny.
Hey.
Yes, good afternoon. It's Berenice Johnson, the original, and Levan Miller.
Hey, Berenice.
I have to say that I must remind folks that Miss Leah Thurston, some people have a problem with this black and white thing. Miss Leah Thurston, the matriarch of tourism, she was adored, and she's Cat Island Special, or authentic Cat Island Special. And she was adored by the white tourist people and also our white Bahamians who are never racist.
Mhm.
And I would have been delighted, but I am too much older and I'm not the ritzy, glitzy type for your co-host. I need to bring some facts like how the late Rodney Munker to bring solutions, especially to Bain and Grandstand and those who are maliciously deprived. The PLP is the only way.
I ain't sure where we going with that. Berenice, you're walking me off the cliff.
Listen, I don't know if it's me. If my intelligence meter just don't go to high, I don't think I've ever understood anything Berenice say when she calls.
Sometimes she has very good information.
When?
But Berenice, you are walking me off the cliff.
Is it me? Has anyone ever understood?
No, Brave said whenever I get scared, press the button. I scared now. Hello, caller. Cut your radio down.
Hi, caller, you there?
Wait. I got my whistle mine.
I know what number is it. Hi, caller.
Hello, good afternoon.
Oh, I thought it was Berenice again for a second. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
So I just wanted to call and make a comment.
Mm-hmm.
This is in reference to the STD on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I want everybody to know there's free HIV testing at Victoria Gardens.
Yes.
There's no need to slap up with your partner.
Yeah.
Go with them.
Yeah.
Anytime I have a partner, I would go with them.
Yeah.
And it's a date. We going to get tested, and then we're going to eat, depending on what the results say.
Well, who all
And if they, and I tell you one thing, if your partner, if you suggest you go get tested and they start, don't bother with
Exactly,
it.
Sonny,
Or they
exactly.
say,
From here,
if you
I
clean, I clean.
I clean. I just have one blood test.
Yeah, don't bother with it.
I have a question.
Everything good.
I have a
Everything
question.
good.
I have a
And
question.
Sonny, let me tell you, I have a certain sensitive job. I could tell you, hands down, Cougars killing it out there with STDs.
So with these young boys?
Them and the YNs. Them and the YNs.
These
I tell
YNs
you.
just out here giving these cougars STDs?
No. Y'all have it mixed up. No. It's the other way around.
The cougars giving the YNs?
The cougars giving the YNs because they have the money to cover it up, Sonny. I work.
But where they getting it from?
Healthcare.
Where the cougars getting it from?
From the old
They
dudes
getting
with
it
the
from
money.
the old heads.
Hypergamy is how
And
this is
then when the
happening.
old heads too tired to ring them out, they go to the young boys
Right,
who
but
only want one little X4.
Who could ring them out like an industrial ringer ringing a domestic mop?
Blow up the whole
That's what I'm
line like
saying. They
BTS.
saying the old heads getting it from the older men, and then the older
From the
women
older
sleeping with the
dudes who
young.
have the money.
But it's still coming from the
That
men.
don't change the word hypergamy.
Thank you, caller.
Unfortunately, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Carla,
thank you.
Carla, I have a question
We
for you
gotta
before
go.
you go. She gone?
Yeah.
I just want to know what all ladies eat after the test.
What you mean?
Well, you didn't take the test. What all we can eat? I mean, because if you didn't walk me all the way here, my friend.
No way.
Hello, caller.
Oh, I just read that. I don't know if you want me to read that live. Someone say, especially the red women, y'all keep red women there. You know what? Y'all talking to red women. Technically, I don't feel like I read.
323-777-569-807.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How are y'all doing?
We're okay.
That's good. And y'all know your host is, right? You're already being hired.
No one has been hired.
It must be him. Yeah. Yeah.
No one has been hired, by the way.
You want one of these? Oh boy, 323.
Y'all don't listen to that person. No one has been hired. We want people to audition. No one has been hired.
Yeah, no,
I can tell y'all.
No, it's just like when they, when they put them ad in the paper, would say
When they're looking for someone, but they already someone have the
we
position.
want a janitor who have 25 years as a janitor, a doctor's degree, could speak Turkey and Polish. Man, come on. If you're bringing your cousin from Turkey, just let me know.
Yeah, but no one has been hired, y'all. Don't bother with that. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hey, caller.
You there?
Hey, Sonny.
Hey.
Devon.
Hey, buddy.
Man, I was sitting here on the bed. You have that gentleman out from Spanish Wells who couldn't find his Sonny. You know, he ain't called for a little while.
Well, don't forget now, the son get married, which means he has no more jurisdiction over the boy.
What you mean about get married?
And they say the boy was getting married in 2 weeks. You remember that?
So the boy going for good now then?
Well, there's nothing you could do. The wife is now the next of kin, eh?
Oh, well, that I say. I just was sitting here thinking, and I said, wow, I ain't call no more. I thought you found the man's son and came back Spanish Wells.
Well, I did give him Shanta number, so they should be okay.
Okay, but good, Sonny.
Hey.
Boy, that chair you in, that can be a hard chair to fill, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the people to come along.
Brave say, safety, you are safe. Because you are engaging in the tools that will keep you safe. You feel safe?
I feel very safe.
I can tell you that.
We have time for one more caller. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Cut
I'm
your radio
just
down.
calling to
Cut your
let
radio
you know
down.
you all should keep Shani on the show and don't let her go.
Jesus, y'all trying to make my whistle blow up, man.
Let me try it. We have another caller? I want to try. No, we didn't stop at the call. I can try tomorrow. Someone say, Miller, take off that decent suit. You know just what they're eating after the test. No, tell me.
Oh, I don't know. Oysters. Clams. I just hope it ain't crabs. I just hope y'all ain't getting...
I'm done with y'all for the day.
Oh, boy.
Honestly, Rose and Levin could host the show together, apparently.
No, it might get too hot and heavy.
Someone say Bernice would make a good co-host. I don't know if anybody could follow.
I can tell you one thing. I don't know if they could give you enough drugs for that. I can absolutely see.
I cannot, I don't know if anybody can follow.
Absolutely see someone getting some prescription drugs after that.
Somebody said, they don't understand why. If you're looking for a third co-host, why do they have to audition with the both of you? The person who's audition should only. So what we're saying is it's 2 days. So one day they have to come with us to see what the dynamic is that we want them to have firsthand, to see how the show is structured. So they'll have an idea when they're on the show by themselves the next day, what it is that they're required to do, how to listen to Castro them in the back there. So the first day is like getting their feet
To come kick the tires.
wet, right? And then the second day is their like real audition. So they'll be in here, they'll be able to see how it goes.
Like my spirit with that information, you know.
What?
The Cougars is the set with the blowtorch.
Yeah, because I know you like women in the 50s and 60s. You tell these people that? Leaving like him a good cougar child. I like a real cougar.
They just boil soup in the rain.
Yeah, huh? What is called them?
Yeah.
With a house?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like, when he told me he liked cougars, I thought like MILFs was the first thing that I thought.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, 45. This man say he like them in the 60s.
If they keeping it good enough, yes.
What you do with them?
Well, listen to me. At this age, you know I'm in the sweet spot of life. That if you play with me, right, I will cut you off and date your ma.
I'm also at that age. I could date the son or the daddy.
Are you in the sweet spot of life?
I could date the son or the daddy.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then I can walk around in my shower towel in the daytime to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, this age is really like a good age.
Sweet
like,
spot of life.
you know, son or the daddy, and it ain't too bad.
Yeah, I could go either way.
Yeah.
And dependent, now I have a friend of mine who tells me all the time, I am also right on the cusp of sugar daddy status now.
You have to have money to be sugar daddy.
You don't know how much sugar I got.
Sorry, boss.
Huh? I just trying to tell you.
Sorry, leave and bring Julian your SG to co-host. What's SG?
Julian. Okay.
What's SG?
Okay, I think I know the message.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what they said.
Who else you have?
Monka spiritual advisor. Now, who told y'all? Tomorrow, I promise y'all will know everything that y'all need to know. Someone said, now y'all in these comments doing the most. What they eating? Crab sandwich.
Don't
crab
put
donut.
your hand in them Gouyard bags. Or you can go to NHI.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
real
I
fast.
promise we'll tell y'all tomorrow. We'll have all the information
NHI,
about our search.
NHI.
I know, listen to that person who called. No one
we still
has
have
been
this to
chosen.
give away tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we can give that away tomorrow for Fox Hill Day. All right? We'll be back here.
See y'all tomorrow.
Oh no, I mean tomorrow. We can see y'all tomorrow.